What's up everyone? Today let's kick it off with Micheal Bisping predicts Khamzat vs Du Plessis for UFC International Fight Week. Meanwhile, over in the middleweight chaos, Micheal Bisping just dropped a prediction that's got fans buzzing. Khamzat Chimaev vs Dricus Du Plessis, headlining International Fight Week. According to Bisping, all signs are pointing to this matchup headlining UFC 317 in July, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. You've got the undefeated wrecking machine in Khamzat, and the awkward but effective reigning champ DDP.
Speaking of International Fight Week, this is not based on any insider knowledge from the UFC. I've got a feeling that we're going to see Khamzat Chimaev taking on Dricus Du Plessis. Of course, Khamzat, unbelievable force of nature, the way that he took out Robert Whittaker. He's undefeated, he hasn't been too busy lately, but the way that he destroyed Robert Whittaker, you know, that stamp that he put on that fight, crushing his teeth out, of course, you know, give the man a title fight and give him Dricus Du Plessis on International Fight Week. That's a close fight. Dricus Du Plessis, I think, would be by far the toughest fight. That sounds stupid because, of course, he is the champion, you know, but Khamzat's blown through most people. All right, there was Usman on very short notice, and then there was also Gilbert Burns, and of course the title fight's 5 rounds, so I would favour Dricus Du Plessis in that matchup, but that's a perfect fight for International Fight Week.
And now don't let DDP's weird style fool you. Might not be flashy, but it works. He's coming off a hard-fought win over Sean Strickland. Not the prettiest fight, but it showed just how tough and gritty he is. 3 title defenses in, and he's still improving. Khamzat, on the other hand, hasn't fought since completely demolishing Robert Whittaker in the first round. A performance that reminded everyone just how scary this man is when the bell rings. That fight wasn't close. It was a reminder that Khamzat is still a different kind of beast. Khamzat fires shots at Dricus Du Plessis. In a recent interview with Russian media in Abu Dhabi, Khamzat confirmed the title fight is next, and he's already in full-blown training camp mode. But the real shock? He says Jon Jones is joining his camp. This is his peak now. You could say he is a bad version of me. I'll be back soon and take him down. For me, he is easier than other fighters. Sean Strickland gets up well. Dricus is a wrestler but more physical. We have the technique, wrestling, counter-wrestling to take him down and hold him. I spoke to Jon Jones this week. He will be coming here and we'll train together. Khamzat says Du Plessis isn't just beatable, he's easier to deal with than Strickland. And now he's linking up with the GOAT himself to prep for war. That's a terrifying thought. Joe Rogan also weighed in on the matchup during a recent JRE Fight Companion episode, and while he didn't make a definitive pick, he broke down the one thing that really matters in this fight. Can Dricus stop the takedown? Because when it comes to Khamzat, it's not just about the timing. It's about the explosiveness, the insane burst, and his ability to shoot from ridiculous distances and still grab hold of your legs like it's nothing. Joe Rogan even suggested that middleweight may be Khamzat's true weight class. No brutal cuts, no drained cardio, just pure power, speed, and chaos. This version of Chimaev might be even more dangerous than the welterweight one. But do you believe Khamzat has what it takes to stop Dricus Du Plessis? Let us know by leaving a comment. Meanwhile, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. Israel Adesanya trains with David Goggins. In a rare moment, footage came out of Adesanya lining up with David Goggins in a gym workout session. But just as the excitement was reaching peak volume, disaster seemed to have struck. According to veteran MMA journalist Kevin Ioli, Dricus Du Plessis has suffered an injury, and now the title fight with Khamzat is off, at least for UFC 317. The middleweight showdown we were all waiting for might be postponed to later in the year. It's still unofficial, but multiple sources are saying the same thing. DDP is out for June. Despite the injury possibility, Dricus hasn't stopped talking. He's still confident, still fired up, and still believes he's the man to take out Khamzat. He's dismissed the hype, called Chimaev's style overrated, and made it clear he's not afraid to engage him on the ground. To quote DDP himself from earlier interviews said, "I don't fear his wrestling. I'm ready to go there. I'll expose him in the later rounds." He believes Khamzat's gas tank is his weakness, and that dragging him deep is the key to breaking the myth. Whether or not that happens, we'll have to wait. But now with DDP injured and the middleweight title fight off the card, UFC 317 needs a new headliner. And the big question now is, who steps in? Could it be Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Topuria? Maybe Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall in case Bones is ready? Movsar Evloev calls out Volk. Movsar Evloev has had enough of being overlooked, and now he's going straight for the title. In a recent interview with Mike Perry, the undefeated Russian fighter didn't just throw shade at Alexander Volkanovski. He made it clear that he's coming for the throne.
I'll just push him to the wall. So to don't let him run from me. Yeah, to don't let him move.
Yeah.
And then he have to like do exchanging with me. So then he will tire, or I'll break him, because I think I know that I have bigger power, better wrestling, and I can control this guy 5 rounds or finish on the ground. For last fight with the Aljo, I was focused almost for 100% for striking, because UFC only talking about I have no finish, I have like just wrestling style. So I was trying to show them that I have good striking also. But on this fight, I cannot show it because my opponent just take me down. I can promise them that I'm not gonna take down anyone if they give me a title shot.
That's a bold claim, no doubt, especially considering the fact that Volkanovski is one of the most well-rounded fighters on the planet. But Moser has a point. He's been quietly stacking up wins over serious opponents: Arnold Allen, Aljamain Sterling, Diego Lopez, and doing it with a suffocating pace, almost 0 mistakes. But then he dropped the real bombshell. He doesn't even plan to wrestle. The man known for his world-class grappling is planning to stand and bang with the champ. Moser is so confident in his striking, he wants to beat Volk at his own game, with hands, not takedowns. Volkanovski is a master of control, pressure, and shutting down opponents. But what happens when he meets a guy who doesn't break, who pushes just as hard, and who now says he wants to knock him out? That's a dangerous matchup. Who do you think would win if this fight is booked? Let us know down in the comments section. Aaron Pico believes Islam Makhachev will be too much for Ilia Topuria to handle.
That's what a champion essentially is supposed to look like. Make the call, go out there, deliver on the call, then all of a sudden he vacates the title. I mean, how do you feel? Because you said earlier, like you were looking at him and going, there's bullshit.
I think it's good for the sport, to be honest with you. I mean, him and Islam, people really want to see that. Everybody has their own style, and it seems like his style is just doing what he did. Honestly, I believe Islam is just a little too much for him, but I'm also a fan, so I would love to see.
As we wrap it up, we want to hear from you. Who should headline UFC 317 now that DDP is injured? Can Moser Evloev really outstrike Alexander Volkanovski? And do you think Dricus stands a chance against Khamzat once he's healthy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel for daily MMA news. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.